hours and I am up. This is my time to be up because I work overnight. So I'm just up listening to music. And I know my chat might be empty. That's cool. I'm just so happy and I'm vindicated. I know everybody on here has their opinions about certain content creators, and that's fine. But I would like to thank the ones that appreciate me and are cool. Um, I would like to shout out Real T. I know everybody has their reservations, and that's cool. But the one thing I could say about it is she will get down to the nitty gritty. And once again, she proved she proved someone to be a liar, and that's cool. And I know we shouldn't even have to go that route to defend ourselves, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do when people just keep coming for you. I'm just sitting here listening to Tim's. I actually just got back in the house because I went to Wawa, and I'm so happy that I took my car with me because I left my phone in the house. Nothing, girl. It's witching hours, and I'm wide awake. I can't sleep, so I'm trying to. I'm just going live, and I'm close to my 3,000 watch hours to be monetized, so I might as well just keep doing going live and doing me, right? But yeah, I'm up. I actually just came from Wawa. I just came and got my sandwich and a smoothie, and I ate the sandwich on my way home, and I had the smoothie. I'm sipping on that, and I got me a sparkling water. It's these sparkling waters that I had bought from Giant the other day. Zero sugar. Um, I can't think of the name. I can't see it. I'm a little blind right now. But it's so good. It's like in a real skinny bottle. It's actually really good. But yeah, ain't nothing going on. I'm just up grooving, listening to music. My brother, he just left not too long ago as well to go back down to Mississippi. So I kind of miss him already, but he has to go back home. He has a baby on the way, so he can't stay out of the Mississippi but for so long because you never know. The wife might the wife water break water can break any day now, so just chilling. I was um I was gonna go live on my StreamYard and talk about the topic, but I know someone else wanted to be up there on the panel, so I'm just up, just running my mouth. I in a way I'm kind of happy once again because so much has been going on this app, and my name has been in the center of it. Well, not my name, but my YouTube name, and I'm just kind of glad that it was put to bed today. Um, I'm starting to learn that social media will take you through there. It will find different ways to attack you. It will find different ways to just mess with your mental. Hey Taylor, Timothy, hit that like button and sub up. However, I'm just sitting here listening to music. Well, on my TV, I don't have my spare phone. It's charging, so I just put on my TV. Listening right now. Jasmine Sullivan Hotel Motels is playing right now. The song roster. I never heard this song, and I've listened to mostly all of Jasmine Sullivan's songs. I love her. So what you doing up, right? Well, it's actually what, like 11, close to midnight over there, or 10, going on 11, or 11. You're 3 hours behind me, so you got to be 11. Hey, Lynn Ross, how are you? How was your Memorial Day? What did you do? Did you cook out? Did you hang out? What you do? What you do? What you do? Welcome, welcome. It's him. Okay, yes, it's close to, yeah. See, we passed that. Hello, Jules Badina. I don't like saying names because I don't like getting them messed up. But nothing but rest up for work. Yeah, I work overnight, so when I came home, I washed some clothes. I shampooed my living room floor, burnt some incense, and then I got in bed. I was in bed by like 7:30, and I was in and out of sleep. But then I had woke up to finish my chores. But yeah, I was gone. I be so tired now from work. But overnight can do that to you. Overnight can really mess up your days. Like you see, it's going on 2 o'clock in the morning, and I am wide awake. When I tell you I'm wide awake, it's a shame. I was literally outside running the streets. And ain't nothing open at this time but some legs. And I'm out there at Wawa like, hey, yeah, can I get me a strawberry cheesecake smoothie? They looking at me like, girl, go to bed. Go home. But listen, when them smoothies call, them smoothies call. I had cooked out, me and my brother, we had cooked out a little bit. We had we had grilled hot dogs. We had hamburgers. I made the hamburgers. I put how I make my hamburgers. I put barbecue sauce, onions, onions, red peppers, green peppers. Yeah, that's because you're used to being at work. Yeah, I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I took like 4 naps today. I took like 4 naps today. And by like 8 o'clock, I was up. I was up. But I still, in between time, I still had time to mingle because my friends drove down. So I still had time to mingle with them. And I took a nap on them. And when I woke up, they still was here. But see, I had family. My mom lives right next door, like 2 houses away. And my brother, he's a vibe. Then my best friend and his girlfriend. So they wasn't lonely. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm getting a little tired. I'll be back in like an hour. Took a little nap, come back, wake up, brush my teeth. They still here. You know, my friends are family. Courtney Peterson, turn on a camera. No, you go somewhere and turn on yours. You don't like me. I don't like you either. My voice? Okay, what about my voice? It's peaceful. Thank you. I thought she was about to come for me because I was prepared to come back on you. But yeah, working overnight, it really does something to you. I be up. I be at work just on go. And don't let me take an energy drink. I'll just be up. Excuse me. I just be up, running around, ripping and running. I don't have a camera on me. Why don't you have a camera on you? That way you can put the camera on yourself. You're look rude. Look at you. If you want to try to troll me, make sure you know how to spell in the process, or use the proper internet etiquette slang or something. Whatever it is that y'all do. Because I don't know what LWK is. But anyway, I had a good day. Then I took a nap after everybody left, after I cleaned up my kitchen, I took a nap. I don't know how I woke up wanting, well, because I don't know slang, well, internet slang. That doesn't make me old. That means that I use proper English when I communicate with people. So age shaming is weird, especially when you would want to live to be as old as I am. No wonder you only have 4 likes. Do you see what time it is? Yeah, you're in here. Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Since you want to troll me, I'm gonna troll you. You said no wonder I only have 4 likes. Okay, I have 4 likes and 9 people watching. You are one of the 9 people. 11 people now. You are one of them. If I have 5 likes now, you are in my chat trying to come for me, right? And making fun of my age, and I'm not old actually. And then you're coming at me about likes when you're only 13 years old and you should be in bed. Where are your parents? Hey, April. Right, I was enjoying coming at that little behind boy. You 13 years old and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Where are your parents? Go to bed. Like, for real, no kids allowed. Like, I'm over here about to fuss at him and I see him say he's 13. Little boy, go to bed. Where's your mother? Where's your father? Where's your grandpa? Like, give them your phone. Go to bed. Hey, April. Yeah. You just can't groove late at night and just chill, be on live, chilling, grooving. Here come a 13-year-old making fun of my age and then talk about I only have 4 likes. It's going to be expected. It's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. I don't expect to be waking, looking at my likes and it be like 45 likes and like 100 people. It's 2 in the morning. People got to go to work in the morning. I don't. I don't have to be to work until 10 o'clock. This is my hours. April, did you do anything today? Did you cook out? Did you go to any cookouts? Yeah, I love when people try to tear you down or whatever just with and they don't make sense. Like what? Then you're going to say, "Bro, I'm 13." Like I'm supposed to know that. I don't know you. So giving clarity that you're 13 shows that you are a child and you should stay in a child's place. And a 13-year-old would be asleep. Mine is. I went to the park with my grandbaby. She got me tired. Grandbaby? You's a lie. You don't look like you have a grandbaby. She got you tired, huh? I bet you she probably home sleep right now or she sleep with you. And they always say that they tire themselves out, but then we be the ones tired. Um, I would have never guessed it. I would have never guessed it. But you know what? When I tell people my age, they look at me like I'm a liar. They be like, "You're a pathological liar." Some lady asked me how old I was, and I told her. She said, "You are a habitual liar, aren't you?" I'm like, "No." She was like, "Because there's no way. There is no way." I was like, "Ma'am, yeah, I done lived a long while now. I've been on this earth making footprints since the 80s. What I do today? I slept for the most part, and in between, I helped my brother cook out on the grill. A couple of my friends, a couple of my friends. Girl, I'm not in my 20s. I was in my 20s 20 years. Damn, what? I was in my 20s 10 years ago. I'm about to say 20 years ago. Child. I was in my 20s 10 years ago. But my brother, he had cooked out. We cooked out. My mom, she cooked for us early, but she had to be to work. So we had breakfast and stuff over there. Well, not breakfast. It was like a little brunch. And then she left for work. And then we cooked out the rest of the day. Had cookout food. A few of my friends drove from Philly. And then a couple of my friends, they drove from Carlisle. Carlisle was like a half an hour away from me. And Philly is like 2.5 hours. So it was fun. Then my best friend and his girlfriend came over. We were just all outside chilling. My daughter came back today. Her dad pulled up. And the mature adult that I am, I offered him a plate. I gave him a plate. And I walked away. That would never happen again. But I felt bad. My brother was like, yo, you hungry? You want a plate? And I was like, don't offer him none of our food. We don't like him. And my friend was like, we don't like him, but we can offer him food. It ain't like we're offering him money. And I'm like, no, I don't want him to have anything that came from my stove or my grill. And my brother was like, you petty. I'm like, no, I ain't petty. I ain't feeding him. He got money. So my brother was like, make that man a plate. So I gave him a little spoonful of everything with a burger. I even put the bun on there. I gave him a burger and a hot dog. I don't care. And I was like, here you go. I was hoping that the way he caught it that he was going to drop it. But it didn't drop. And whatever. But yeah, it was fun. I had my little speaker out there. I was dancing, trying to twerk a little bit. It was fun. LOL, the food is the best part. No pork and beans for him. Excuse me. We had made vegetarian beans, and no, he didn't get none of the beans. You know, the beans is like almost like the best part of the meal. And when I make my beans, I put hamburger meat, green peppers, red peppers, onions, mustard, butter, what's that? Brown sugar, white sugar, a little bit of syrup. Oh yes. Oh yes. He wasn't getting any of that. He got what I wanted to give him. And I gave him one deviled egg. I was trying to cut it in half. But I was like, here. I can't stand that, man. I swear I can't. I can't. I know there's people out here that get along great with their kids parent. Me, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Oh, how the vegetarian beans taste. They actually taste really good. It's just all about how you dress them up. And sometimes sometimes when I do make them like for like regular meal, I don't put hamburger meat in it. I only put the hamburger meat in it if we're going to like a cookout or if I'm having like a dinner or something. But when I make them without the hamburger meat, all I use is butter and a little bit of pineapple juice and sugar, and they come out really good. But see, with the pineapple juice, you got to put at least probably like a tablespoon. I put a tablespoon of pineapple juice, and I put a teaspoon of sugar, and it flows really good. It don't be too sweet. It be just right. And I'll have like my white rice or my yellow rice, and I'll have like some beef hot dogs and mix it in with the rice. A good struggle meal. A good struggle meal. The Bush's vegetarian beans are delicious. I love beans. Listen, I love beans. I love black beans. I love red beans. I love beans. I'm from Jamaica, so you know we do a lot of beans, burrito beans, all kind of stuff. Okay, is that a us thing with the ground beef? Because when we were kids, we didn't get that. I think it's a generational thing because when coming up, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it either. Once I got on my own and I created my own family, that's when that's when I was introduced to the beans with the hamburger meat. Because other than that, I would just make a big old pot of vegetarian beans with some rice and whatever else on the side. So yeah, I think a lot of the things as we got older, we was introduced to, especially this new way of making baked macaroni. I can't help it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me because I don't want nobody's macaroni soup on my plate. I don't want no soupy ass mac and cheese with the loose cheese running all over my plate like it's running a marathon. Give me macaroni pie. One of my friends made macaroni, made baked macaroni. Uh, the last event she had, and when she made the baked macaroni, it was sitting on the table. So you know they say when you make the baked macaroni, the longer it sits, the thicker it gets for the layers. Yes, Ray, loose cheese. I was like, this macaroni is as loose as my coochie. She was like, girl, don't say that. Listen, y'all, listen. So everybody just waiting for the macaroni to set. So we just wait for the macaroni to set, for the turkey to set. I forget what it was that it was an event. It was not that long ago, but it was an event. And she got a promotion. So she had a dinner. I made the fried chicken and the fried barbecue chicken. That's what I always make. I ain't making nothing else. I always bring fried chicken and fried barbecue chicken. I like making baked chicken, but it takes too long. So fried chicken and fried barbecue chicken. You can't go wrong with it. So everybody just waiting around. So we gave it like 45 minutes. Everybody playing cards, mingling, stuff like that. Me, I kept staring over at the plate at the table because I love food. So when I'm over there like, you think that macaroni's set yet? She's like, girl, wait, just wait a minute. So I'm waiting again. I'm like, you think that macaroni's set yet? She like, girl, wait. I'm like, all right. So I looked at my watch again. I'm like, girl, you think that macaroni's set yet? She like, all right, come on. She's like, all right, y'all, let's come eat. So she's serving everything. Her husband cut the little turkey or whatever. When it was time to get to the macaroni, she cut it with a spatula. That's when I knew it didn't set. Because when she reached down of that spatula and she flopped that macaroni up, noodle juice everywhere. She was like, hey, booby, you want some? Hell no, I don't want that. You had me waiting for an hour for some loose pussy macaroni and cheese? Absolutely not. When I left there, I went to Chick-fil-A and got some macaroni. I was like, yeah, can I get a large macaroni and cheese, please? I was so disappointed. She was like, you so rude. I said, I don't play with my food. I don't want no loose ass macaroni and cheese. Listen, y'all, noodle juice. Noodle juice. I was like, what is this? She was like, I'm sorry. I thought I did it right. I'm like, girl, what did you do? She was like, well, I made a roux. I said, that's where you went wrong at. You made a roux. I don't want to even know anything else. Don't make it again. Have somebody else make it. Because why would you do that? She was like, well, I asked you to make the baked macaroni. And I said, if I would have made the baked macaroni, it wouldn't have made it here. Because I would have ate it while I was cooking it. So no. Yo, I don't know what cheese she used, but it wasn't sharp cheddar. It was not sharp cheddar. I was like, why does it look like that? I was prepared for her to use a knife or something. A cake spatula. She used a pancake spatula. So when I seen her, it was all wrong, child. She was like, you want some, booby? I said, hell no, I don't want that. And everybody just got quiet. And they was looking at me because, I roast. I'm a roaster. Like, I don't mean no harm, but I roast. And she was like, you you sure? I'm like, hell no, I don't want that. So I skipped over everything. I skipped over that macaroni and cheese, but I got everything else. I got the yams. I got the greens. I got the yellow rice. I got the roll. I don't know what she did with that roux, but it was water. And I guess she thought it was going to evaporate or get thick how she wanted. I don't use, me personally, I don't use a roux because I wasn't trained or raised up to know how to use a roux. So when people use roux, I hope and pray that when that baked macaroni set and it's time to cut it, it comes out the right way. So now I get macaroni PTSD. Anytime I go to somebody's house and they have a dinner and I see that macaroni sitting on the table, I just wonder what is going on below the surface. Cause I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, no, no, don't do that to me ever again. I was hurt. I felt like I got a shot with a dart in my back. I was hurt. Uh, she was like, "How was the food? Was it good?" I was like, "Yeah, what I ate was good." She was like, "You want to take you a plate home?" Sure. So when I went to make me another plate of food, and I did cut the macaroni, it was still loose. So I kindly put the spatula back down inside of the glass dish, and I ate around the macaroni. I got Jamaican in my family. My uncle has been married to my aunt forever. I want to learn how to make some jerk chicken. It's easy. You can make the sauce yourself, or you can buy the sauce. See, I'm Jamaican, so we make the sauce ourselves. I can tell you, I can give you a quick recipe right now on this live, and then when you go to make it, excuse me, you can replay this live back and you can hear it that way. It's up to you, but excuse me, I was raised to make our own jerk sauce. It's not hard. All you like, you it's peppers. It's all peppers. That's all. It's just peppers. Peppers. It's green pepper, red pepper. You can use onions, scunions. My dad used a little bit of spinach for the green to give it that green color. Salt, pepper, um, what else? That the yellow pepper. It's actually really easy. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. Can you hear me? So you get you a red pepper. You get you a green pepper. You get you an onion. You get you some cayenne pepper. No, you're not freezing. You put it in the blender. You put a little bit of water in the blender. Um, my dad put a teaspoon of milk to cut the spice a little bit because he knows a lot of people doesn't like spicy food or too spicy. You get your scunions, you cut them up, right? You get your honey, you put your honey in there. You get honey. You put my dad put a he put a 2 tablespoons of honey, right? When it comes to the red pepper, he cut up a red pepper. He put um he cut up a half of a red pepper, dice it up, a half of a green pepper, dice it up, half of a California Reaper pepper. Don't ask me how he get that, and he cut it up. That's a real hot pepper. He put 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. He put a half of cup of scallions, of 1/4 cup of onions, and he mixes it together. Oh, and he put spinach for the green. He put spinach in there, and he blends it, once he blends it, he put it in a bowl, and that's when he adds paprika. That's when he adds nutmeg. That's when he adds a little tiny bit of garlic powder. But it's to your discretion. Since you never done it before, just use like a little, just use a half a teaspoon for like the powdered seasonings. And he lets it sit in the refrigerator to kill some of the spice. Because if something is hot and you put it in a cool area, it takes the spice away. And then when he's finished with that, he cleans his meat with lemon, a whole lemon. He cut the lemon in half. He put the lemons, like he put the lemons on the chicken, and then he wipes the lemons all over each one. And he doesn't use the same lemon. He uses a different lemon for each piece of chicken. When that's done, he rinses the chicken off. He sits it on a bake rack. After that is done, he pats the chicken dry. I used to be in the kitchen with my dad, so that's why I know the process. He pats the chicken wings dry, and then he gets a baser, right? Well, not a baser. What's that? It's like a brush, a seasoning brush or whatever. And he goes in the refrigerator and he gets the jerk sauce, that he homemade jerk sauce, and he puts a little bit of virgin olive oil on the chicken. Believe it or not, that'll help it. Yeah, that'll help it stay. If you don't do it that way, you'll burn the chicken. And you don't want to have burnt jerk chicken. You want the chicken to be tender and you want to be able to taste the jerk. Because if it's burnt, you're going to taste more of a burnt taste and you're not going to taste like the jerk taste. So you want the chicken to be tender. Basically treating it like barbecue chicken. Okay, so he takes the jerk seasoning that he made, homemade seasoning he made, and he rubs it on each chicken front to back, like he literally putting lotion on it. And then once he's done, he lets it sit for about 5 minutes to let the seasonings and everything stick. He puts his oven on 375 degrees and he puts them in the oven. He puts the foil on a shiny side down, I believe, and he let it sit for about a half an hour. He goes back, he takes the chicken out, and he adds more jerk chicken. And this time he put it back in the oven without the foil. He puts it in there for another 15 minutes. He brings it back out. When he see that the jerk is starting to stick, he puts it on the top rack on the broiler for 3 minutes. And then when he takes it out, you have that jerk chicken, baby. And when I tell you, mm, mm, mm. But make sure you have a glass of milk or a roll, because my dad used California Reaper peppers when he makes his jerk sauce. And then he adds a little bit of hot sauce on top of the other onions. But he also, like I said, he puts a tablespoon of milk to cut the heat. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't like spicy food. So I can't tell you how it tastes because I stay away from it. I done had spicy food so much in my life that I think part of my esophagus is damaged, because anytime I put something hot in my mouth, I can taste a pepper and I do not swallow it. I can't swallow it because my body will not let me. So, yeah, girl, I got you, girl. See, I wish I was monetized so I could get a super chat. But yeah, that's how you do it. And I promise you, come back and let me know how it tastes. But make sure that you have a cup of milk or a roll beside you, because you're going to need it. Preferably the milk, because you know milk is better than bread. I like freaky chicken, but not. Yeah, I don't like spice. I don't know if you spelled it right either, but it is what it is. We're going to go with the flow. I don't like spicy food. Now, you can give me curry chicken, curry goat, curry lamb, and I'll eat it all day. But jerk, I don't want it at all. My cousin a while ago, she had made jerk salmon, and it looked so good. Yeah, curry is like jerk, but it's not hot. Curry is a seasoning. That's it, but it's not hot. It's just the way that you make it. Um, uh, I can't stand jerk. I can't, just like I can't stand Rasta pasta, but I can tolerate Rasta pasta, April. I could tolerate it because the cheese is there, so the cheese is cut in the heat. But you can't, if you give me a chicken wing with hot sauce on it, and I bite into it, my body is not gonna let me swallow it. My esophagus is done. My esophagus hates me when it comes to spicy food. It's like, you better not swallow, you better spit it out. Because if you swallow it, you won't be in the hospital. And I remember that also the reason why I don't really like hot food, and I know this might be a little disgusting, but when it comes out, oh yeah, absolutely not. You ain't gonna have me in the bathroom crying. Mm-mm. 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 I ain't doing it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. And like I said, I used to be in the kitchen with my dad because I used to have this vision of wanting to be a housewife. So I was always in the kitchen with my dad. Oxtail, okay. Rule number one: we don't call them oxtails. We call them oxtail. Ray, what you laughing at? You all in the bushes just popping out with something fun. It's called oxtail, April. Don't call them oxtails. Don't go into in front of a Jamaican and be like, you got them oxtails and rice, because they're going to look at you. It's called oxtail. My sister makes that. She's the cookies and the younger. She loves spicy. I can't do either. Oxtail is good. And you could also use some of the jerk sauce when you make oxtail if you wanted to have that spiciness into it. But oxtail is good. You can literally make oxtails. So you got me calling oxtails. You can make oxtail with any ingredient you want, and you can make the sauce thick however you want. But oxtail, yeah, don't go in there saying oxtails. It's called oxtail. I hate when people say oxtails. I look at them and say no. It's called oxtail because it's one tail. No S on the end. It's one tail, and they just cut it up. It's one tail, and they just cut it up. It's not multiple tails. It's just one tail, and they cut it up. They get another tail and cut it up. It's just one tail. So it's called oxtail, not oxtails. I'm here to teach. I am here to teach. I listen and I don't judge. LOL. Thank you. I swear. You're welcome, Bookie Butt. I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. See, I'm not a bad person at all. Like how I was being thrown out there on this crazy ass app. I will help you, especially when it comes to food. Listen, because if I'm giving you a recipe, I'm trying to be a household name in that kitchen. Like, hold up, Philly girl said, what you use? Nope, Philly girl said, this is what you use, and this is how you use it. This is how you measure it. Nope, this is what we gonna use. Don't put that in my seasoning, because she did not tell me to use that. That sounds about right. But yeah, when I make my bag macaroni, I make it the old fashioned traditional way. Y'all hear me wheezing? Child, I'm telling you, having asthma and being type 2 diabetic, my life. You're not. I ignore that. I know you're a good person. Thank you, April. You are so sweet. I hope when you make them jerk chicken that you think of me. Yeah, it is the weather. My asthma has been acting up crazy lately. I don't know what's going on. But when I had went to the doctor the other day for my physical and my exam, she was like, my doctor was like, you don't sound bad. And I was like, make me laugh. She said something that was funny that made me laugh. I started wheezing again. And now here I am trying to find, oh, here it goes. Trying to find my pocketbook because my asthma pump is in there. And I got to take 2 of them. I got to take, there it go on the table. I'm about to say, I know I leave my asthma pump at work. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. I just hate having asthma. Hold. Yeah, I have my inhaler right here. I have the blue one and I have the red one. I have to use both of them. But the rescue inhaler is more of crucial. But I use the red one. Oh man. I can be talking and then I could just be wheezing out of nowhere. If I'm like laying next to somebody and they're like, why are you breathing like that? I got asthma. They're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, my bad. Yes. You catch asthma at any age. My daughter is 29. She was diagnosed with asthma when she was 17. Yeah, you could catch asthma, but unfortunately I was born with it. I was literally was born with no lungs because my inhaler is my lungs. So I gotta always make sure I have my lungs with me at all times. I hate having asthma, yo. I really do. Like, if I want to foam, like just now, I'm just like how you heard me. I'm sure I heard me wheeze, so I know you heard me wheeze. I hate having asthma. I hate it. It's not fun. You can laugh the wrong way. You can cough the wrong way. You can sneeze the wrong way. You can you could do whatever. You could do something the wrong way, and here go your lungs collapsing. Here they go collapsing, and then you gotta take your emergency inhaler so you don't have an asthma attack. What's that movie? The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. That's me. That's me. I'm her. I'm her. Yep. That's me. I am she. She is me. That lady had needed her inhaler for anything. It didn't matter what it was. She needed it. I'm like, here she go, about to start wheezing again. She's mad again. She's pissed again. Something done happened. She lost her her husband's work envelope. She lost her husband's proposal. And she's pissed. So I'm like the lady off the movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. My asthma is horrible. That's why I try not to get so worked up. Because now I'm in the emergency room. My niece she's allergic to dust. I'm like, for real. I'm allergic to dust too. I used to be allergic to carpet and dogs, but I grew out of that. But dust, yeah, that's why I'm always dusting down my house. I'm always wiping the walls down. And like the corner of the walls is where the most dust hide at. So I'm always wiping the crevices down. I'm always wiping my TV down. Especially the back of the TV is where the most dust collect. Did you know that dust is human skin? Human dead skin? Uh, um, um, with air and particles. Yep. But yeah, so I'm always wiping down my picture frames, my TVs, anything that collects dust. I'm always wiping it down. Like every other day, I'm dusting. Every other day, I'm dusting, and I buy a different couch like every 5 years, because sofas collect dust too. No matter how we wipe them down, clean them, vacuum, shampoo them, it has dust. No, I didn't. I'm like the boy in the bubble. The boy in the bubble meets hand that rocks the cradle. That's me. I am them, and them is me. Yep. Oh, my sister texts me. Because they know I be up. They know I work in the middle of the night. So this is the time where I get my text messages, and everybody be up. Oh. So this is the most when I'm talking because I'm at work. I was like, I'm bored. Let me go live. Someone close to me been telling me to go live more, to get my watch hours up, and I've actually been doing good. I'm close to 3,000, and that's good. Girl, I'm just up to. I wish they had games on here that we could play, and people in the chat can play. Not illegal games, but just like games. I wish they had like tic-tac-toe, things like that, and the chat can play. Like how Netflix is. You can be on Netflix, or you can be on it's been quiet. It's been quiet. Use a lie. It was quiet. It's just starting to get up again, child. It's just starting to get up again, but I ain't paying attention to none of it. I ain't feeding into none of it. YouTube done took me through there, so I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't got no rap for it. You could tell people could send me, go over here, such and such, did a video about you. Go over here, such and such, make a post about you. I ain't I ain't saying that. I'm serious. These streets about to have a whole nother cookout up in this joint. Nope. I'm telling you. I ain't saying nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Don't show me nothing. Don't send me nothing. I ain't responding to nothing. I'm doing me. Because when you respond, it be a whole whirlwind. And I think I've been cool. I've been taken through there enough. I don't want to be talked about. I don't want to be known. I was actually thinking about changing my YouTube name and coming back incognito. But I'm like, it's too far going. Just don't bring it my way. And if you bring it my way, that's cool. But we ain't going to talk about it for too long. We're going to move on to the next topic. Hey, sis, I'm driving but listening. We got to do that panel, baby girl. We got to do that panel. Shoot. I was laying around today. You was laying around today. We ain't had no energy to talk. We ain't have energy to do nothing. But yeah, April, I'm going to be going live one day this week to talk about being miserable and being petty, and what's the differences. So I'm gonna just speak a little bit about it now. I feel like me, I'm petty. I'm petty. Like I'll do something real petty to make you mad how I am for the moment. Miserable, that's long term. I can't be that. But there's a lot of people out here that are long term. And when I say long term, where they wake up every day. They wake up. Okay, shoot, it's gonna be an open panel if you want to hop on there. Um, I'm thinking about doing it tomorrow. Well, today or Wednesday, one of them days. I don't know. I'm off Friday. I might do it Friday. It depends, but it's gonna be coming soon. So if you want to put on your notifications for it, it's gonna be a good topic. We might be up there for at least 2 to 3 hours. You never know, cause topics like that are good. Because it gives you a different perspective, a whole new different outlook, and it could also help yourself, not you personally, but yeah. I can be petty, but see, my petty might not be the definition of petty. Like it could be where you call my phone and cuss me out. I'm gonna call your phone and cuss you out for cussing me out like that. Got Q making shorts of you looking crazy and out here making fake texts. I'm at old elementary school. Just put your hair in the toilet. Vicky, go suck a butt. Do you now, since you came over here being disrespectful, here we go. She got me activated, y'all. If y'all don't want me to roast her, y'all better block her. Y'all better block her because I'm about to go in on her. I'm giving you 5 seconds to block this bitch before I go. Okay, because it was coming. Oh, Purple, you already know it was coming. I was going to roast that bitch because I know she at home, old as fuck, sitting behind a computer with a diaper on. Bored bitch. Girl. Listen. It was listen, you already know. I will roast you. I was gonna have her wanting to commit suicide. She was gonna hate YouTube for the rest of her life. Coming over here with that, and we over here being positive. Nobody has me looking stupid at all. They have themselves looking stupid. They have themselves looking stupid. They can make all the videos they want about me because guess what? I'm still getting paid no matter what. And you're also bringing me subs. So you could talk about me all you want because it don't have me looking crazy at all. It has that person looking crazy because don't nobody know what goes on the back end. That's the beauty of people not knowing anything outside of YouTube. So, nope. Oh, listen. Oh, I be trying to tone it down, April. I be trying to tone it down. I used to have these niggas crying with my words. I hate you. I used to have people wanting to pull up to my house ready to fight me with my words. Don't take it there, and I won't take it there. Let's be fair. Let's be square, because I'm coming. And I ain't texting you. I'm calling you. So Vicky lucky. She got 24 hours to sit in that corner and think about what she did. Because if she come back tomorrow, she got another. I'm going to give her 5 seconds to get blocked before I roast her ass. But I know she better go and change that diaper before she come back in my chat trying to play in my face. Because you don't know me at all. And this and let's make this clear. She's somebody that calls Q phone and tells him that she don't like me. Bitch, you don't know me. You never met me. You only know me on YouTube. So how the hell can you go around saying you don't like me when you don't know me? But I know you want to pop. I know you want to see that boy naked. I know you want him. I know that for a fact. I've seen it. So don't ever come in my chat saying I look stupid over anybody because I don't. Yes, she wear diapers. That bitch wear diapers. She wears diapers. She got all this mouth on here. How you going hard for somebody that you follow, but you don't send this man no type of super chats, but you want to call his phone and gossip? Girl, support the host before you be messy. Because I be over there in his chat and you don't send that man a dime. You don't send him a dime, but you want to call his phone talking about me? Girl, pick up your feelings. Pick up your feelings, boo. Like, for real. Come over here being petty and we over here talking about food. Jesus Christ. Give me your number. No, you give me your number, yellow banana. She probably got on a wet diaper right now. Mad as hell. Because she wake up with a bald spot in the middle of her head. Trying to figure out how she gonna cover it up for the day. Looking stupid. And you know she ain't got no man. Because who gonna be on this app at this time of night coming in somebody else's chat saying that they look crazy? Girl, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and you coming in my chat saying I look crazy. Oh, I know you single and you can't mingle. Not with that diaper on. Got that diaper on. Go change it because I know you stink. Coochie smelling like pee. Don't play with me. I will hurt that lady's feelings. I will have her ready to I will have her ready to deactivate her YouTube, her Facebook, her Twitter, her Instagram, her Twitch, shit, even her MySpace. I had this lady out here looking stupid. You don't know me. Don't come for me. Please. I'm telling you. Oh, I know how to hurt people's feelings. Because I'll roast you all day. And not on no Netflix type Kevin Hart roast. I will have you crying. 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 Like, yeah, I was talking about food, and here she come talking about some nut ass cute girl. Call his phone. Don't come in my chat. Call that man phone and tell him how you feel. Don't come in my chat and tell me how I look stupid. You think I care? If I cared about that video, I would have responded to it. I don't give a damn. She cared more than me. I'm watching my girl making some dirty cabbage on Twitch right now. She using cabbage. Cabbage. She using carrots. Because if she using carrots, I don't want it. Yes, April, call that man phone. Like, for real. Over here, I don't care about that shit. Probably 2 weeks ago, I would have cared about it. Oh, good, because I hate carrots and cabbage. 2 weeks ago, I would have been upset about it. And be like, why are you doing this to me? Now, I'm telling you, the more people talk about me on this internet, the more my skin gets thick. Keep on. Because guess what? I'm not responding. I'm watching you talk about me, and I'm not talking about you. So I'm going to watch you still continue to talk about me while I go out here and do my thing. So if you got to wake up and make a post about me, that's fine. If you got to wake up and make a video about me, that's fine. Just this time, tag me in it. So I know it's real. Just tag me in it. You know, tag me in it. You ain't gonna listen. April, probably last week or 2 weeks ago, you would have got a reaction out of me. But I'm tired, and only two fools can argue, and I ain't no fool, so I ain't going back and forth with you. I'ma say what I gotta say, and that's it. And if I feel like I don't have nothing to say, that's it. Because guess what? Silence is way more important than giving someone feedback. Silence is feedback. Silence is a reaction. I'm not going over there saying, why you doing this? I'm not going over there saying, why you doing that? I'm not going over there saying, damn, you still talking about me? I'm not going over there saying, dang, really? I ain't doing none of that. Because guess what? I'm not the one waking up with me. I'm not the one waking up with you on my mind to where so you got to hit that post button and make a post about me. I'm not doing that. You're doing that. When I get on this app and I go live, I'm talking about regular stuff. And I'm not a content creator. I just get on here to talk. Sometimes people like to listen to people talk. What they call that? ASMR or whatever. So my channel, which is about talking, it's like a little podcast radio station. I'm paying them, and I'm not even paying them dust. I'm not even going to pay them. I'm not going to do anything that considers the word pay. I'm going to leave you be. And I just might pray for you. I don't know, because I don't like to waste my prayers on demons. Silence pissed them off. Like, why is she not listen? Like, damn, she ain't gonna say nothing. Absolutely not. I gave you enough of my time. I'm not gonna keep giving you my time. Yellow banana, you over here, get out my chat. I got something for you. Let me see. Okay, that's what I did. Purple ain't playing. Yeah, listen. You ain't gonna use me as bait. You wanna go fishing, you better find another bait to use, because you ain't gonna use me for it. I'm on here to just laugh, joke, talk, bust it up, follow the Romika case, and that's it. I ain't on here to do nothing else. I'm not watching what other people do on these YouTube streets. I'm not watching them, go into other people's chats in different sectors. If I see you over there, I see you over there. I don't care. We are grown. If you want to go over there and talk to somebody else in a whole nother sector or whatever, I don't care. I don't care. Because that mean if I see you, that mean I'm over there too. So I can't say nothing because I'm over there. So I can't judge you for being somewhere if I'm in the same place, right? The other side mad about the petition on Lowe's. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about the petition. I heard about it. I mean, since I feel like at this point, whatever happens, happens when it comes to him. If he's going to get locked up, he's going to get locked up. But karma is going to come back no matter which way. And if he never gets locked up, he's going to have to live with this for the rest of his days, knowing that both of his baby mamas. But you're not coming here with that. Exactly. If both of his baby mamas are not here, you got one that's alive, but she might end up being buried alive. And then you got one that's not, but that's supposed to be here. Both of them are gone. Being in prison is just like being not alive because you can't do nothing. And when you are able to do nothing, it's limited. When you go outside, you surrounded by the world that you will never see again. You are surrounded by a field. You got prison guards with guns on in towers waiting for you to touch that gate. And if you touch that gate, you're going to be electrocuted. It's like no way out. Being in prison, to me, is like being on an airplane. You have nowhere to go unless it makes a landing. And when I say make a landing, you get on parole. Other than that, you are on that plane for the rest of your life going nowhere. So when I say I don't want to get on the airplane, that's the airplane I don't want to get on. I don't want to go to jail. I just wish that day didn't happen for all three people. Like, I wish Romika was still here to be with her son because I know he's waiting. Even though he knows where his mom is, he's waiting. You know, he's waiting. He wants to see his mother again. He wants to. Excuse me. She's supposed to be in prison. It's really sad all the way around, but like I said, I communicate with some people on the Holly side and they already know how I feel. We all have our opinion, but no, Holly, she got to stay in there. I'm sorry. She has to. I think Carla is at fault for everything. I believe so too, because I feel like as a man, that could have been controlled from the beginning. I feel like if he would have handled the situation differently, like, you better listen, we're not even going, okay, listen. Hold on. I feel like, all right, if that was my brother, I'm gonna put my brother. If that was my brother, he probably would have slapped the shit out of Holly and took her gun and pulled the safety and took the clip out and would have told her to get in the car and made her drive off. She wouldn't have got the gun back. He would have told her to get in the car. And then he would have told Romika to go wherever. They'll talk about it later. Because by that time, it would have been agitated. He would have been agitated. He would have agitated the situation in a way where both of y'all go home. I'll talk to you later, And I'll definitely talk to you later, because first of all, why would you do that? My brother probably would have been done with Holly for sure, because who are you to pull a gun on my baby mama knowing that I have a child with her? What were you thinking that you were going to do? So that's how I look at it. But every man handles things differently. But I feel like if that was one of my brothers, they would have slapped the shit out of Holly and took her gun, and she wouldn't have got it back. And that's it. She wouldn't have got it back. I couldn't imagine my mother dropping me off at school and never returning. If it wasn't for him, it would not ever happen. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Holly impulses got the best of her, and look what happened. Look what happened. Do I feel bad that she's in jail? Absolutely not. But do I feel bad that she pulled that trigger? Yes, I do. Because by her pulling that trigger, she ended a life that was on a good path for her own life to be a better mother and a better version to her child. You know, no one is perfect out here, and I just feel like it shouldn't have happened. And I feel so bad for the family, because I have Meeks on my page, on my Facebook page. I have her on one of my stories. I have her on my page, but like I said, I'm not a content creator, so that conversation I try to stay away from, because my sister was gunned down by her boyfriend. So talking about that touches me, because then I get emotional thinking about the torture and the abuse and the torture that my sister went through before her untimely demise. So I try to stay away from that, but I also try to be there for the family. That's why I try to go to court as much as I can. And ever since, I know they've been going to court since December the 4th, but ever since I've been going to court, I never missed it. I never missed not one court date since I've been going, you know. No, I missed one. I missed the one in March. But I've been going ever since I've been going. I haven't missed a court date. And it feels good. It's like a trigger. So that's why I said when I started, even though I had my channel for a while, and I said even though I'm a Romika supporter, I'm not going to talk about it, because it's not that I don't want to, but it's also a trigger, because I'm still grieving the loss of my sister. Even though she died in 2009, I'm still grieving her loss. And it's not the law, and it's not her not being here. It's just knowing that she was tortured and sexually assaulted, and she was alive and conscious when all this was happening. And she went in shock, and then that's when he killed her. So she lived through all the torture. He burnt her, he brandished her, he threw hot water, scalding hot water on her. My brother, that boy did my sister so wrong, and she lived through it, but she was in pain, and she didn't know if she was going to live or die. She didn't know. So in her mind, she didn't know what was going to happen next. She just knew she was being tortured, and her body went into shock, and then that's when he shot her, and he he used every round on her. But now he's in jail for the rest of his life. I be getting it mixed up with my best friend. My best friend was murdered too by her boyfriend, but he killed himself. But the person that killed my sister, he's in jail. Actually serving 2 life sentences with the possibility of no parole. He ain't getting no parole, but he's 2 life sentences. And the only thing that really got him them 2 life sentences was my sister had a camera in her house. She had a camera, like like the Ring cameras and everything, but she had literally a camera in her house, like a nanny cam, something like that, like a nanny cam. She had a nanny cam, and nanny cam was able to capture everything. And when they did the investigation, someone happened to see the teddy bear and was like, "Whoa, this is a camera." Played that camera back. Yeah, he was toast. And the hardest part about that was seeing it because they play it, and he wanted to go to trial because he said he was not guilty, so he wanted to go to trial. So he assumed that he was gonna get off if he would have went to trial. So it went to trial, and the sad part is that this was around the time Obama became in office, and we had just became citizens because we wasn't citizens before Obama was in office. And then Obama had this thing where we became birthright. So even though my dad is from Chicago and my mom is from Jamaica, but we lived up here and we had green cards. But once Obama came in office, he did something. I forget what he did, but we automatically became citizens and we got social security numbers and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, but that was the same year that Obama was in office. Actually, he was in office for a year, I want to believe. But yeah, so it was on camera. We didn't know what we was going to see, but the prosecution was telling us, the family, if we don't have the stomach to see it, we best to go into the hallway because it's very graphic and they have to play it for the jury. The only I can honestly say my dad was strong. We was telling him, "Hey, let's go in the hallway." He said, "No. I want to sit here and see what this demon did to my child before her last moments of life." And my dad sat there. He didn't shed a tear. I don't even think he blinked. He sat there and watched that video. He held it down because my brother, he walked out. He said, "I ain't watching this shit." I think we was like 5 minutes in. He's like, "I ain't watching this," and he left. And the video was like about 3 hours long, and they was stopping it and everything, asking questions and stuff like that. But watching that video, yeah, I sat there. I had I didn't know whether to watch the video or watch him. I was just going back and forth. But my dad, I don't think my dad blinked not one time. One time. And after that, his family wanted to do victim impact. Not victim impact statements. They wanted to do statements for him, saying to the judge like how he's a good person, and this is his first offense and everything like that. That judge said, "If y'all don't sit y'all black asses down, I don't want to hear that shit." Yeah, that was my dad's baby. That was my dad's baby. Um, when we had to do victim impact statements, I'm not even gonna lie, I couldn't do mine. I'm a crybaby. I got through like, "Your Honor, I miss my sister," and that was it. I couldn't talk no more. That was my victim impact statement. I had nothing else to say. I literally, I cried. I cried. I couldn't do it. Like, I still to this day, I think about it. And when they went to the 10-year mark, I lost my mind. It was like I was grieving all over again when it hit 10 years. And then in the mix of it hitting 10 years, my best friend died in 2012. So it was like I was grieving my sister, I was grieving my brother in 2004, then my sister, and then in between that, I had siblings that passed away. But those two were the ones that mainly hit hard. Then my best friend died in 2012. Her boyfriend murdered her, and that was on the news. My sister's death, it hit the local news, but we got a newspaper article, but when we look it up, we can't find it. So my dad has the article. My aunt, she has the article now because my dad had it. So it was like anytime I was getting over a death, another death happened. And that's how it's been for the last like 20 years of my life. One death happens, another death happens, another death happens, another death happens. Last year, my brother passed away June 4th. And This is the kicker when it comes to my brother's death, right? My brother died June the 4th, 2025, right? My ex-boyfriend got sentenced to 12 years the same exact day. Actually, my ex-boyfriend got sentenced before my brother died. My ex got sentenced around like 12 p.m. that day, and then I go to lay down from crying because I already know it's like, oh yeah, hell no, I ain't waiting nobody 12 years. You got me fucked up. I see you when you come home. I see you, whatever. So, but mind you, he was already in jail, so we was just waiting around to see like the time because they were saying 1 minute he's gonna get 5 years, 1 minute he was gonna get 10 years, 1 minute he was gonna get 12. So we were just waiting around to see what was going on. So that day, he was sentenced around the afternoon time. And when I got home, I was sad. I ain't gonna lie, I was sad. I was sad. I was hurt because I was with that person for 10 years. So I was kind of hurt. I felt betrayed too because why would you do stuff like that? You got a woman that's in a good field. You didn't have to do what you was doing. I could have got you a good job. You didn't have to, go out there and sell drugs and whatever and do all the crazy stuff. And he was doing stuff that I didn't even know. So when he got locked up, I'm thinking he was cheating on me the whole time he was locked up. He called me like 3 days later, and I was like, yeah, your mom told me you in jail. What the fuck? But back on the topic, he he got his time. He got sentenced, and then that night, listen, y'all, that night, it was like around 11:30. My mom, she knows not to call me after a certain time of night, and she knows to never call me when somebody passes away at night. So when she called my phone at night, I knew she was calling me to tell me somebody passed away. See, my mom don't listen. She don't listen. She knows. If I was told her, if somebody die at night, don't tell me to the next day, because I am not going to go to sleep. I'm going to think about it. She calls my phone. And mind you, my mom lived next door. So out of all the times where you supposed to come to my house, you call me. So she called my phone. The first time I didn't answer because I already knew I was like, somebody done passed away. She don't listen. I'm not even going to answer it. She calls me again. I picked up. She was like, Juice. I'm like, who died? She was like, T. I was like, T who? She was like, your brother. I was like, you fucking lying. And let me tell you something before anybody say you curse at your mom or in front of you. Yes, I do. We all do. We are grown. My parents raised us freedom of speech. We don't curse at them, but we do curse. But I would never be like, you bitch, I hate you, bitch, or why don't call my phone, bitch. But if I want to express myself, I'd be like, yeah, this bitch called my phone saying all this bullshit. My parents taught us how to free of speech, but let me make it clear. We are very respectful to our elders. What we can do with our parents, we know we cannot do with other people's parents, so we know how to conduct ourselves. But when it comes to our mother and our father, we were raised freedom of speech. It's been like that. People say it's weird, but that's just how it's been. My dad didn't care. My mom didn't care. It is what it is. But we knew what to say to them and how to say it to them and what not to say to them, if that makes sense. You have some people say, oh, I can never do that with my mom and dad. And that's fine. But my mom and dad just taught us freedom of speech. And my dad would always say, what is a cuss word? It's just another word used in a profound way. You can use it in any way that you want, as long as you don't use it in a disrespectful way. But back on topic. I was like, I was sad, but I was like, I was in denial. I knew I was in denial because I was like, why would you call my phone this time of night to tell me that he passed away? She was like, well, I'm just letting you know, whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go to sleep. Hung up the phone with her. I was so distraught because when I looked over to the left side of my bed, it was empty. And I was like, see, this is that bullshit. This man get locked up. And then my brother died the same exact day. I smoked. I left out my house. I went to this 24-hour smoke shop, got some weed in the blunt, came home, and I think I smoked like 4 L's back to back. And for some reason, I could not get high. I went to my mom's house and I said, why the fuck did you call my phone telling me this man died, knowing that such and such just got sentenced to 12 years today? Why would you do that? She know I'm sensitive. I cried. She went to grab me. I was inconsolable. I was like, don't you ever call my phone again. And I left and I went home and I sat in the middle of my living room, Indian style, bawling my eyes out. Mind you, this happened last year. It hasn't even been a year since my brother died. And I had 2 double whammies that day. I was stressed out. The next day, we had to start planning because, my family is Muslim. So we had 72 hours to get him in the ground. So we had to go to Philly. Well, my mom, she was already down there, but we had to go to Philly to handle everything. And my brother was a producer, and he did a couple videos with a couple up and coming artists, and he was a close friend to Ray J. When he died, I think Ray J was doing a video and he dedicated one of his episodes to my brother or whatever. But my brother was getting out there to doing like he was finding his niche, and he realized that his niche was producing and doing cameras and stuff. And for some reason it fell into the hands of Ray J, and then they created a bond, and my brother actually has videos out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type his name in and I'm gonna put it on my community wall in case if any of you guys want to see what he did in action, because he did a couple videos with a couple of female rappers or whatever. He has like a, what's that, an IMOB? He has one of those. So anyway, we go down there, pay for the plot. A Muslim Islamic funeral was only like $5,000. It's not expensive at all because you don't embalm, you don't do nothing. You wash them, you put them in a strobe, you pray over them, you take them to the plot, you put them you put them in the plot, you take their clothes off, and you sit them upright and you bury them, and that's it. Females can't go to where the site. We gotta stand back. The men handle all that. And matter of fact, I actually have the video of his burial in my videos if you want to go watch or whatever. But we had to do all of that in before 72 hours. So from his death on the 4th, he was in the ground by the 6th. So it was hard. And then I was already going through losing someone that I was supposed to marry to the system. So I was going through it. I was grieving twice. So yeah. And I said I wasn't even gonna get too personal, but sometimes your story can help somebody else's story. But when it comes to grief, it doesn't attack me like it once did. Like my uncle, he passed away last year. I mean, not last year, last month. Mind you, my brother's birthday was April the 18th, and he had just turned 43. My uncle passed away, I believe, April the 13th. and he got buried on the 23rd, that Friday. So, like I said, every time I start getting over a loss, another loss happens. And mind you, my uncle was married for 50 years to my blood aunt. So, you know what they say, my aunt is broken hearted. Like, she is broken hearted. So, the family is taking turns checking up on her. So far, she's doing good. And the reason why she's doing good is because my aunt has a hair salon. So her hair salon is what's keeping her afloat, because she has clients that come in to get their hair done. And then their clients brought new clients for her to stay busy, to stay active. She's been going on hikes. At one point, she wasn't doing good, but now she's been going on hikes. She's been going out more. My aunt, she just got her an all inclusive trip to Cancun, even though, they say you don't go to Mexico, but my aunt loves going to Mexico. So she got her all exclusive trip to Cancun for a week. And my other aunt is going with her. So she they're keeping her busy, because they know if they don't keep her busy, she's gonna fall in deep, deep, deep depression. Imagine being married for 50 years and then you losing your husband. Yeah. And like, that was my uncle before I had an uncle. I wasn't even born when they got me. I think they was 10 years in when I was 11 years in when I was born. That was my uncle before I had an uncle. And I actually have a picture of him that I put on my Facebook or whatever. Like, certain pictures I don't put on my YouTube that I put on my Facebook, because my Facebook is more personal. So, yeah. So his death hit me hard, because when I was younger, me and my two sisters, that's the triplets, we used to always go on trips with them because they didn't have any girls. And for some reason, people are fascinated with twins, triplets. They are fascinated. I don't know why, but they're fascinated. So anytime we went on trips like the Disney World, Virginia, anywhere, we was always with them. Grief never goes away. We just have to learn to live with it. Oh wow, I knew you was going. I was going through it. I was going through it. And yes, the day is coming up, June 4th. I think I'm gonna take that day to not go to work, to just stay home and just, I don't know how it's gonna be. And my dad's birthday is coming up. His birthday is June 23rd. And he's been going since 2017. So yeah, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. But I feel like I'll be okay because I have siblings. Even though I went from having 16 siblings to 10, including me, I have my siblings. And then I have friends. That I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of support, because I'm the sensitive one in all of my siblings. If I'm going through something and you ask me how I'm feeling, the tears going to flow. Don't ask me how I'm doing when I'm going through something, because I'm going to bawl my eyes out, because I can't lie to your face and say I'm okay, because I'm not. Now I'm bawling out of control when you're trying to figure out, should I hug her? Should I give her a pat on her back? Should I say it's going to be okay? What should I do? So, So yeah, it's kind of hard with me, because I can be inconsolable. I remember one time I was so upset about the loss of my best friend that I don't know who came reached out to hug me, but I punched him in their face. I had my eyes, I was covering my eyes with both my hands, and somebody reached out to hug me, and I socked the shit out of him. To this day, I don't know who did it. I don't know. I know the feeling. I lost my dad in 2011 and my mom in 2014. It always feels like yesterday. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. Grief is hard. Grief is hard. My grandpa, I'm a softie. Yeah, I'm a softie on the inside. Softy. My grandpa died in 2023. I mean 2003, and he died the day before Thanksgiving. So my grandma was like, "No, we still gonna cook. We still gonna do this." But it was so awkward because he loved football and he was an Eagles fan. So his chair being empty, and then a football game going, we didn't we didn't know what to do. Like, we didn't know whether to laugh or cry. It was like the most awkward Thanksgiving. It was awkward. But my grandma was like, "No, this is what your papa would want, so we still gonna eat." And the food was good. My grandma snapped. That was like the most best good Thanksgiving she ever made. She snapped. Not saying that it wasn't good any other time, but she snapped. It was just something. It was something there that wasn't there before. It was good. But I feel like after my grandpa died, that, like I said, my grandpa died in 2003, the day before Thanksgiving. My brother died in 2004, August the 18th. So, like I told you, every time I lose somebody and I start to grieve, another death happens. Didn't feel the same. I know. Yeah, it didn't feel the same. It was like kind of awkward. It was really awkward. Right in April, I lost my dad in 2014 and my sister in 2019 and my mom in 2024. I missed them so bad. Can you go visit them? Do you think going to the gravesite is therapy? Because I know some people that don't go to grave sites because they say that's like the worst therapy possible. Because when they go there, they can't leave with the person. I know one of my friends, her mom died in 2001, and she has yet to go to her mom's gravesite. She said that would not therapize her. She said she is not going because she know if she go, she's not ready. And I'm like, "Damn, you're not ready after all these years?" And she was like, "I'm not ready." And I say, "Oh, okay. I ain't even mad. I'll just stay away." I don't even ask that question. But I know some people that say visiting the grave isn't helpful for them. It actually makes it worse. It makes them shut down. So I was wondering, like, how would that feel if you went to visit? Take some roses, take a chair, and just go and visit. They are buried together. Okay, okay. Well, that's a good thing. Um, I've been to a couple grave sites, and we had a picnic. We made a picnic of it. Um, we made a picnic of it. We take a blanket, we make take a speaker, we make the best of it. We go sit with them like they here, and we just sit around laughing and joking. Some of them be smoking, some of them be drinking. We make the best of it because we might not come back for a couple of months. My mom is on top of my dad. He was a veteran. Okay. So I know Memorial Day probably hit hard for you too. Cause my brother, he was a veteran, but he passed away now. So like Memorial Day kind of hit hard a little bit. Yeah, they're doing that now, a picnic. Yeah, I've heard that that's actually like better than just going there, standing at the tombstone, just staring. It's it became like a norm thing to just take a blanket, picnic basket, food, coolers, like make a little picnic of it and just sit around. Even though the person isn't there, it's just the thought of just being in their presence. Even though they're a vessel or they're a shell, it's just just being by your loved one. And I've did it a few times, and it's actually, I hate to say it, it's actually fun. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. I enjoyed it. That's why I asked, like, would you consider going? I think you should do that, Purple. I think you should go visit your parents, get a chair, get a blanket, even if you go by yourself. Going by yourself the first time around might be good for you. Go by yourself. Um, get a chair or even a picnic table, get a chair, a picnic basket, sit there and just talk. You might need that release because I know on the back end you be like telling me stuff that might be the release that you need. That might help you. You never know. That might be therapy for you, especially with all the losses so close together. That really might help you. I think you should really consider doing that. I really do. I think it would be very good therapy for you. And then once you go the first time, you might end up going all the time, and it might be something that can help you. Like if you having a day where you're not feeling it, you're not sociable, just go and go by yourself and take that time for yourself. I promise you it will help you. I think you should go and try it. The first time I tried it with my brother, it was awkward. It was awkward. I didn't know, and I went by myself, but I've seen that it became a trend to go, and I did. And once I did it with him, I went to go visit my sister. I went to go visit my best friend. I've been around to go visit my other relatives. It became therapy, and to now, whereas though it be a couple of family members, and we go and be like, okay, especially when I go visit Philly, I be like, okay, what we doing? I be like, why don't we go see such and such? Get a picnic basket, get a blanket, go out there, sit with them at their grave site and chill. And they be like, cool, we'll do that. And then we'll plan a day and we'll go out there with our speaker, make sure the weather is nice, and we'll be out there for probably like 2 hours, 3 hours. Because time goes by when you're having fun. So maybe next time we might not limit it, because we were limited to 2 hours, but it's like we're looking at our watches. So it's like, what fun are we having if we keep checking our phone? So I feel like next time we could just freestyle. But we would go, we would have our speaker. We would have so much fun taking pictures and just sharing the pictures among each other, sharing stories. Even if we don't share stories, we just talk like we're just visiting somebody and have a normal conversation. And it's actually a good experience. And I feel like it will help you. I think you should go. I think you should plan a day. If not now, probably later this year, plan it and go do it. I promise you. I promise you. It might be good for you. It will heal. It will start to heal you from the inside out. It will start to heal you. Take them some flowers, and just do that. When I go see my sister, cause she has a glass tombstone with her picture and color and everything, and she has a poem. Every time I go there, I wipe her tombstone down. I give her, cause she loved lilies, so I'll get her a dozen of lilies, and I'll put the lilies right beside her grave site, and I will just sit there and I'll talk. And she's another reason why I love Wawa so much, because Wawa was her Starbucks. Every day she's going to Wawa and she's getting something from there. It didn't matter what it was. She's getting something. She would get a soup, smoothie, coffee. She was getting soup. We do balloon releases. No, don't release balloons in the air. I ain't judging though, but try to do something else. Balloon releasing, that's what's messing up our ecosystem. But I ain't judging. 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 I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm sorry. I just know what they do to the ecosystem by studying it. So do you, boo boo? But no, I don't gotta get my sister a headstone. Headstones expensive. Headstones are expensive. My brother has a flat headstone because he's Muslim, and that headstone was $3,000. My sister's headstone was, I think, 9,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't know. Mm-mm. Her headstone was like $1,000, but that's because hers is tall and it's glass, like black tinted glass. Yeah, I don't like balloon releases. I never did. So like anytime somebody would have like a memorial or something, I'll go there. But they be like, "Where's your balloon?" I be like, you're not supposed to be um you're not supposed to be releasing balloons. But we black, we ignorant, we don't listen. We smart. We some smart dummies. Like, man, we gonna do whatever we want to do. They've been releasing balloons for years. Ain't nothing happened. We paying for it now. Now we paying for it now. That's why all them balloons stuck up there in space somewhere. Going wherever they going, they there. But yeah, they say don't release balloons. One time I know somebody released the lanterns with the fire and everything. I'm like, oh my God, we gonna die. By 2050, the world is gonna be no more. They are reasonable on Amazon. Okay. They sell gravestone headstones on Amazon? What? I never thought to go on Amazon and look for a headstone. That's the new one. I heard they sell caskets on Amazon. I heard that. It be only like 5 balloons. That's 5 balloons too many, April. This what you do. Get a lighter and just light the lighter and just wave in the air like you just don't care. Like, this is for my homies. This is for my homies. Wow, wow, wow. See you when I get there. Take that lighter and roll it up in your hand. Like, release it. Not release it, but go back and forth. No balloons. Right. This is why a lot of states have banned balloon releases. It's only me and my sister and my two nieces. Don't release them. I don't want you to get locked up. Somebody I know in Philly released a balloon last year and they got locked up for littering. Not litter. They didn't get locked up. They got a citation. And when they didn't go pay that citation, they got pulled over and they got locked up for littering. So, yeah, they trying to be strict with them balloon releases. So be careful. Go far out in the country and release that balloon. I don't suggest it, so don't listen to me. But try not to do any more balloon releases. Try to do something else. And listen, I ain't telling you what to do because you're older than me. I'm just making a suggestion. Burn a candle. Y'all all get some candles and burn the candle. Or y'all each take a candle and light it. This is why it's raining in This is why it's snowing in California because of them balloon releases. This is why it's snowing in Arizona. We said we wasn't going to do anymore. We want to do something else. Go to dinner. Have a dinner and make all the meals that was your mom's favorite meals. Try that and see how that works out. Have a dinner. Try the meals that your mom like. A candle, even if y'all have a dinner and make all her favorite meals, and y'all all burn, like, get a candle and y'all burn a candle and y'all just sit around and just cook. It's many more ways. Like, my family, we have dinners. Like, my dad's birthday is June 23rd. I'm going to Chicago and we're going to have a dinner because my dad is from Chicago, and we're going to have a dinner for his birthday. And that's it. And then we might go to Green Bay because he loves going to Green Bay. And he's not even a Packers fan. He's a Cowboys fan, but he just loves going to Green Bay, Wisconsin. So we might plan on going there, but for sure, every year we have a dinner for him. And we make all his favorite meals, and we just sit around and we talk and we eat, and we all go home. Try that. It's plenty. Or you could always go on Google and get different suggestions. But that's just what my family do. Sometimes we'll have like a karaoke in honor of a loved one. Like my sister, she loved music. Music was her life. And her birthday is coming up. Her birthday is July the 4th. So that's a cookout day. So we always, even if like last year we didn't do anything because my brother's death. So we didn't do anything. But we all my cousin was on I think she was on Facebook Live, and we just had a karaoke on Facebook Live. I think it was Facebook Live, or was it TikTok? It was one of them. And she had a karaoke night, and we all was on like the little TikTok panel playing music. I think it was TikTok. I'm not too sure. I think it was. But yeah, and it was fun. I don't have any family support, so I'm gonna do think. Girl, Purple, North Carolina is not that far. I'll come holler at you. Shut up. Another thing I've noticed with passing of people, they're just getting hauled. Yeah, they are. Purple, I told you I got you. Anytime like you want to do something and you're a little nervous, I will literally take off and I will drive to North Carolina. North Carolina is only 6 hours away from me. It's not that far. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Um, yeah, they are getting hauls. A lot of people are getting hauls. Yep. And a lot of people now they really aren't having funerals like that. They're getting cremated and they're having hauls. My dad was cremated and all of our siblings, we got these chains that got a little bit of his ashes in them. But I put my chain up because I remember one time I was out and I forget, I was at a concert. I was at a concert and it popped. And one of my friends was like, "Where's your chain?" And I was like, "What you mean?" It's like, "Your chain." I almost freaked out, but I'm glad that it popped and it fell right where my feet was. So I put the flashlight on and I've seen the chain. I went and got the chain fixed and it's in my jewelry box. I don't even wear it. I don't wear it because I would have freaked out. Even though I would have been able to go back to my aunt's house and get a little bit of his ash to put in it, get another chain. Who wants to do that? I like the chain that I have, so I don't even wear it. The last time I wore it was on my birthday last year. And I put it on when I left out. And when I came home, I took it off and put it right back in that jewelry box. I want to be cremated. You want to be cremated? I want to be cremated too. But I'm Muslim, so I don't think I'm going to be allowed to. I might have to go in the ground naked. Me too. I had one for my mother. Just put it up. Yeah, I just put it up. I think that, and you know what? I think that brings us peace knowing that it's put up, because imagine going out and you're having so much fun and you don't realize that the chain popped and you can't even find it no more. So, nope. And this time when I got the chain fixed, I got the little screw on where you push it in and you screw it. But I'm like, I'm not even going to wear it. I wore it one time after that. I would have been pissed. I would have been so destroyed. I would have had to call out until I went to Chicago and got another chain with his ashes. So I just put it up. I visit it sometimes. I look at it. I put it in my hand. And then I look at the chain with the ash in it. And then I put it back. We've been on this joint for what? Wait, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. An hour and 40 minutes. And it's actually been a good conversation. I appreciate you guys. We literally had a sleepover. But yeah, I feel like when it comes to grief, you have to tread lightly, because you can have a good day on Monday, but by Wednesday, you're just at your body is just so sad, so sad. I enjoyed this, and unfortunately, but fortunately, I needed April. Come back anytime you want, because listen, I talk on mine, and like I said, you see how we done went through different topics. I want my channel was just gonna be on freestyle topics. We don't even have a topic to discuss unless I do an open panel. That's when I'll have a topic. But when I do like this type of lives, it's just a freestyle topic, and I read the chat and we discuss it. But other than that, I like it this way, because sometimes it's always good to just have a channel you can go to. You get ready for work and you just want to listen. You can listen and agree, like, yup, that was me. Yup, yup. Like I did a live earlier about growth and ignoring the drama and what we did when we was petty. Like I said, when me and my ex-boyfriend was going through stuff, I was I did something real petty. Okay, you say you don't think I'm petty. You see how we switched the topic up? I am weird because I feel bad that I had to pack my brother's ashes up in a box because I'm moving out of my parents. No, you're not weird. You have to pack the ashes up, Purple. You are not weird. Stop thinking that you are a normal human being. You are packing. You're doing what you have to do. He gonna have to sit in that box until you put him somewhere else. He cool. He chilling. He know. He understand. So don't think that you are weird. You are doing what you have to do. You are packing to move. So you have to put him somewhere, and you put him in a safe place, which is a box. He is okay. Purple. Don't feel bad that he is in a box. You are moving, so you have to do what you got to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to suggest. Take him out that box until you know, until the day that you will be finally moving. Put him back in that box and tape that box up. But until then, to make your heart feel better, take him out that box and just sit him somewhere. I would have never known that you lost a lot of family members. Seriously, you are an amazing woman. Keep your gangster. Listen, I've lost. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. I've lost so many family members, and that's another thing. Like, I know you see what's going on YouTube, and it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Everybody sit over here and say I'm dumb, I'm stupid. Why do I keep going back or whatever? And it's not that I keep. It's not that I keep going back. It's the fact that when you lose so many people, you want to keep the people in your life around. You're not seeing the good, you're not seeing the bad, you're just seeing another person that you don't want to lose because you done lost so many people. But as time goes on, you also start to realize, is this person good for your soul? Because you have lost a lot of people, because you can grieve human beings that are alive at the same time, and you can grieve the bad times that they put you through while you're still around. But it don't mean that I'm dumb or I'm stupid or I'm desperate. It's just the fact that I done grieve death so much that I don't want to grieve life, if that makes sense. I get it. You don't want to give up on people, but sometimes people have to keep up on, and I understand that. And as the days go by, I'm learning and I'm adjusting to what's for me and what's not for me. What's good for my mental health, what's not for my mental health. What's good for my nervous system and what's not good for my nervous system. So don't think that I'm not listening to the advice that I'm giving. I'm taking heed and I'm moving the way I want to move. But don't think for a second that I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly how I'm doing it. I'm going to be real honest. I'm going to be really honest. You made Q look good. You helped him. And you know what? A lot of people said that. A lot of people said that I brought him more supporters because they feel like that there was people that forgave him. But if I can come in and trust him and deal with him, then that's different. But let me tell you, the stuff that happened before I got on YouTube, I had no knowledge of. It was until I got with him and people was telling me stuff, and I was like, "Oh, really?" But I was like, "Okay, I can't go back and look. There's feelings involved now. So if everybody else forgave him, then I don't know what happened. So telling me is I'm not going to go back and investigate. I can only go by what you told me. But other than that, it was already developed feelings. So, but a lot of people said that. But then there was a lot of people that was telling him that I was bad for business. And I made his channel look bad and that they wouldn't support him if he was dealing with me. And I will always say, if someone is going to support you, they are going to support you no matter who you deal with. You cannot let your supporters dictate your happiness, because the ones that's telling you that whoever you deal with is making your channel look bad, they are probably 9 out of 10 lonely, and they feel like they can control your minds. They can control you by saying that, they'll tell him, oh well, if you're dealing with her, I'm not sending you no more super chats because you deal with somebody. And I'm like, okay, well that means they're not a supporter, because a supporter is going to support you and they are going to want you to be happy. But everybody don't see things the way I see it, because you can't tell coming to my chat or reach out to me saying, well, since you're in a relationship now, I'm not helping you. I'm not throwing you any more super chats as long as you're in a relationship, because I'm going to be like, okay, bye. Now I'm going to find you and I'm going to block you. I would have still been cool with him until he got smart with me about that money. I know, Purple. I know. And I feel like after y'all worked your way from that, y'all was cordial, and then he pissed you off again. He pissed you off again, so you just like, oh, this little nigga, I'm sick of him. But now everybody wants him once they find out. Exactly. And there's a lot of people I seen it for myself. There were a lot of people inboxing him, calling him, wanting to talk to him, asking him, where's Philly girl? Is Philly girl near you? Blah, blah, blah. Telling him, oh well, you could be with me. I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you anything you need. I will give you money. But then they get online and call me a dummy. They get online and call me a dummy. But on the back end, you're begging to be with this man too. And it'd be the older women, older than me. But yeah, they would tell him she's bad for business. You can't deal with her. If you deal with her, I'm not supporting your channel. And I would look at him like, then they aren't a supporter, because a supporter is going to want to support you whether you're up or whether you're down, not when you deal with somebody. Oh, so they want you to be unhappy. And then half of the supporters that would tell him that was married. Like, don't you want to get there at one point? So why are you going to let a married person tell you how to control your channel and how to deal with? So that's why everything changed, and it just got where, okay, you do what you got to do for your channel, just don't disrespect me in the process. But then it got so bad because everybody was being nosy. Where do you still mess with it? Da, da, da. So he did what he had to do, and then I'm just sitting in the background. I'm like, yo, just don't answer the question. If they ask you, are you single, just don't answer. Just don't answer. Because now you got to go into detail, and they're like, oh, well, that's not what she's saying, so just don't answer. But I feel like a lot of this YouTube deterred the situation. You know, it deterred it. Because even once we tried to put it on the wraps, it got worse. And like, I don't know if you be in his chat, but there was times where I wasn't in his chat for months. I would just be in the bushes. I wouldn't comment. I wouldn't say nothing, just to keep me off people keyboards. Just to keep them off the keyboards. I would not go into the chat. And then once I started going back into the chat, here we go again. Philly girl, oh look, there go Philly girl, and I'm like, you know what? I'm no longer going back in your chat. No, don't stop going in the chat. Just keep going in. I'm like, no, because it's going to cause drama between you and me, and it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. I am not going in your chat. So it was like, I feel like YouTube played a major part in our friendship and our demise or whatever. So it played a major part. But me, you can't tell me who to deal with. I don't care. I don't care. You can't sit here and tell me, you can't dictate my relationship at all. I could come to you for advice, but as soon as I'll come to you for advice. But I like people to give me advice. They be like, and they'll tell me, you know what? I'm not going to tell you who to deal with, but I'm going to give you advice, and you know when you're tired. That's it. I respect those type of advice. Not once, girl, you need to leave him alone. I get that too, because I know they're coming from a good place, but it's only going to want to make me deal with him more. Everybody knows that. So I respect the ones that just talk to me and be like, listen, it's not good for you. You need to leave him alone. I understand you don't want to, but I think it's best. Those conversations I love. The ones, leave him, I'm not going to listen to that. So coming to me like, it's not good for you. It's not a good look. It don't look right. This and that. Okay, I respect that because I know you coming to me as a respectable adult and you are giving me common courtesy because 9 out of 10 you've been there before. So you know what's about to happen, if that makes sense. But yeah, like a lot of people said I complimented him. But when I was saying to him, growling at me, I'm like, Dad, what you growling at me for? You want to be with somebody that compliments you. You want to be with somebody that makes you look good. And that's vice versa. But I feel like a lot of people just got nosy. And I feel like once it was exposed on the internet, like it was exposed before it was exposed. So I feel like once it was exposed on the internet, and when we try to keep it off the internet, it didn't work that way. So, you know, you never know what the future may bring or whatever, but right now, I like it how it is. Even though he over there trolling me, even though he over there on his page trolling me, I just laugh like, wow, that's insane. That's it. It's hard to leave someone, especially after you catch some kind of feelings for. It is because now you gotta go. You gotta get them out your system, and sometimes a person can also become your daily routine. So once they not your daily routine, it's kind of hard too, because it's like, damn, you got to go back to what you used to do, and that's hard because if you, girl, yes, you ain't see his video on his page, go leave my chat right now and go look at it and come back and tell me what you think. Matter of fact, Purple can tell you, she's seen it. Go look at it. He's trolling the freak out of me. I just laughed like, what? Like, damn, bro, that's how you feel? Yeah, it's not easy. And trust me, let me tell you something. I was with my kid's father for 14 years, nonstop. We ain't break up. We started to realize after like the 11th year that it wasn't meant to be, but we was just trying to force it where it didn't fit. But he wanted his own thing, and I wasn't going to let him do his own thing. Like, bro, you ain't going to leave me with these babies. Is you crazy? But, you know, it came to the point in year 4, like, yeah, this isn't what it is. I think it's best that we, you know. But in the mix of it, I got pregnant with my daughter. And when I got pregnant with my daughter, we was already broken up. So I'm like, damn. But, you know, it's a blessing. But yes, it ain't easy. And then my last relationship, that ended by default because he was out here doing stuff that he was supposed to. So that's how that ended. I think April went to go see his page to see what he said. She probably gonna come back over here pissed as hell. Like, what the hell? I know. I know she went to go look at that video. Oh, I thought you went over there to look at his to look at Q's video that he put up of me. I'm telling April, I won't even go look at that video and then come back. Purple, go tell April to look at that video. Sometimes the blessing is the lesson. Yeah. Sometimes the blessing is the lesson. And you know what else? Be careful how you treat someone because it can be God sending you an angel. My grandma used to always tell me that treat everybody that come into your life good because they could be an angel. So I always try to treat everybody in my life good. It's always people coming to my life and they treat me and they do me bad, i.e., look at YouTube. So, yeah, I'm still here just pumping fuel right now. How many miles your truck got, Purple? It got like 1,000,000 miles. And I know that fuel, oh my God, that fuel probably like $600. Yep, he always saying your name. Child. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. April, I don't know why. I'll be like, bro, stop saying my name in your lives because now you going to get pissed and you going to cuss me out. Like, I remember one time, oh my God, now we talking about Q. Can we skip the subject after I say this story? I remember one time me and him was going through it. We wasn't speaking. We ain't speak. All right, okay. We ain't speak for 2 days. Okay, I know that's not a long time. I know it's not a long time. But we ain't speak for 2 days. And then somebody was live. And then somebody from the chat was talking about us. And he was in the chat trolling from a fake page. And I was like, such and such, this Q. And it's fucking weird, right? Okay, so right after I said that, he called my phone cussing me out. See, this is what I'm saying. And I'm like, bro, what you calling cussing me out? You on this person's page trolling me once again. So yeah, like, but the stuff that happened to with me, considering me and him earlier this year, I wish it didn't happen. But he was fucking with me. I was quiet. He was trolling me. He did story time and all that. I wasn't bothering him. He was on what, a 2 day rant, and I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, and then he threatened me, and I snapped out, and that's when I opened up my big mouth, and I was just saying word vomit, just talking, and I'm like, you shouldn't have been messing with me. Like you can only provoke me for so far, but after that, I was like, yeah, I ain't have to say all that, but it was a reaction because I'm like, bro, you really on this internet talking bad about me after you was at my house for 2 weeks and you said you enjoyed being over here, you like being over here, and you have the audacity to do story time, go on people panels and talk about me. Oh yeah, I was a pissed bitch. I'm like, watch this. Ain't nobody say you threatening me. Look at you. Go to sleep. Here you go. Don't come over here with that misery stuff because nobody was talking about you in a bad way. We was just over here laughing and joking about you. We was talking about you trolling me and you just became the topic of discussion. So don't come over here with the BS cuz nobody was talking bad about you. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. April, tell this man nobody was talking bad about him. We actually was laughing and joking. Trust me, you was not going to be talked about. Like you just became how you became a topic was listen, I don't even know how you became a topic, but you became a topic and I said, "Can we please not talk about this?" And I just said something funny. So, go back to bed because it's 3 o'clock in the morning over there. Nobody is talking bad about you. Trust me. I'm way past that. If you go back and listen, you would have heard us laughing about stuff. That's it. But anyway, so yeah, what was we talking about that? What was we talking about before we got on him? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna always think something was said bad before it was said good. No one said anything bad about you. Nothing bad. But he will think someone was talking negative about him. When no one was talking negative about him, we was actually over here laughing. But you know, in in his world, he gonna think that we was talking bad about him, and it wasn't like that. But yeah, so I forgot what we was talking about. Oh, we was talking about the chains, right? The chains or whatever. But yeah, I don't forgot what the heck we was talking about because the conversation got just shifted. Philly, you know how I feel about him being here. Don't don't worry about it. He's not going to comment again because in his mind he probably think we was talking bad. Don't worry about it. We was talking about food and our loved ones and gas prices. Oh yeah, we was talking about the gas price because she said she was listening. Do you gotta pay for that gas? Do you have to pay for that gas, Purple? Cause I couldn't be a truck driver paying for gas. They have to give me a gas card. Give me a gas card because I'm not paying for gas with my money. Let me see what she said. Yeah. Yep. She said like, oh wait, almost 300,000 miles. Yes, 130 gallons. 800. Yeah, $800 for gas. You see how fast that April, you see how fast the conversation switched within that time? Like, I don't want nobody over here thinking that we be talking about them in a negative way. Cause I kept it cute and we was laughing. But $800. Well, cause I said 600. Like it would be like $600. That's crazy work. I couldn't do it. I don't even like putting $20 in my gas tank. So imagine $800. Yes, it changed quick. I don't even remember how. I don't even know how we got on him. But it is what it is. If he go back, he'll realize wasn't nobody talking bad about him. But I would never own my own truck nowadays. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. As much as he talk about me on his page, trolling and being mean, and now we only had a conversation concerning him for like 5 minutes. I know he didn't come over here talk checking me, tell me to talk about something else when he got like 4 lives back to back about me. Oh, you motherfucker. No. Anyway, I would never own my own truck nowadays. It's expensive. Yeah, I ain't owning my own truck. Tractor trailer, 18-wheeler. I ain't doing that. I'm in Detroit. It's $4.59 a gallon. Psh. That's what the gas. That's what you heard. What Kendrick Lamar just said. That's what the gas pumps are saying right now. Saying I don't give a fuck. You gonna put this money in this gas in this joint and put gas in your car. He probably is still listening, but whatever. Like the way he be over there trolling and dogging me out, and we was over here laughing about him in a funny way, not disrespectful. He'll be alright. Um, in normal times, it would be like $500 or less for that many games. Oh my God, Purple, you stressing me out. You know he's still listening. He listening right over there, listening, trying to filter it. He probably rewound it back to see what we said about him, and we ain't say anything about him. Um, I ain't paying that much for gas. 4.59. I would be moving out of Detroit right now. Gas up here is 3.23, and I don't like it. I hate it so bad. That's a lot of money for some gas. Diesel fuel is from $6. Oh, I know what you meant, April. Diesel fuel is $6 plus a gallon right now. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Even though I know your company paying for it, that's a lot of money. Yeah, ours is 3.23 for regular, but it goes up, and I believe premium is like 4.50 if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's expensive. A fuel tank, after you go 1,000 miles. Purple, I be glad when you retire, because I know you probably be on the road snapping out, stressing. It's $5 a gallon there. Right, right. Don't you got work in the morning? Go to bed. $5. That's Oh my God, I can't do it. I'm over here. I'm over here about to go in convulsions. I'm not paying five. Is that regular? I hope you tell me that's regular. I swear we woke. I swear we woke up. It was up. I don't know how old y'all are, but when I started driving, I was 16 years old, and gas was 1.99 a gallon. Not even. It probably was like 1.50 a gallon, and that was back in 2001 when I had a car, and I used to go to the Luke Oil with $20, and I would still have change left over. And my car would be filled to the max. And I had a Buick LeSabre. That car was filled to the max, and I still left with probably like $3 and some change. And I would get a 99-cent iced tea and like some popcorn, like a bag of chips and some candy. So I done got gas and I got snacks riding around with a full tank of gas under $20. I'm 48. I remember fill up. Listen, when I started driving, gas used to be so cheap. Now it's astronomical. I had to have a moment of silence because them days are dead. I don't know how much gas is in North Carolina right now, but I haven't been home in weeks. For weeks, Google it. I'm quite sure it's expensive. That's no, no. I'm gonna give me one of them electric bikes. I'm gonna get one of them electric bikes. My sister, her car is electric, and she about to trade it in because she said that it's costing her a lot of money to charge her car. She said last month her electric bill was like $700, all just because of charging her car. And I remember one time she said she charged her car at work, and she was charging her car at work, and she would only really go places when she needed to, because a battery operated car, the battery only lasts for so long. So she said she didn't charge her car at her house for a month, and her electric bill probably was like two something. But when she started charging her car at home, it was like 800, $700 to $800. I said, yeah, that's nope. Yeah, she got a Genesis. She has a Genesis, and she about to trade it in. She said she's about to go right back to gas because she's not paying $800 for electric bill to plug up a damn car. So she's about to go right back to gas. And she's a single mom, so she was like that she can't afford it because when she get paid, she got to make sure her rent is paid. She got to make sure her bill is paid, and she don't want to be able to not be able to pay her electric. So she said before the month is over, she trading her car in and getting a regular gas fuel car. And she only had that Genesis for like 3 months. And she said that she cool. She don't even want it no more. I'm getting me another motorcycle. I used to want to get my motorcycle license when I was younger. Is it still $10? I don't even know why I asked that. That's how it cost when I was younger. So I know it went up. It was $10 when I was, what, 21? Yes. She was like, she's done with it, April. She said she done. She said she can't do it. I wish I could. Why can't you do a motorcycle, April? I drove a Banshee before. Never again. The wind gust. I almost had whiplash. So I was like, yeah, I ain't doing a motorcycle. I ain't doing a banshee. I ain't doing a four-wheeler. You scared? Yeah, your ass better be scared, especially if you ain't gonna have no helmet. You gotta put a helmet on me. You gotta put shoulder pads, knee pads, ankle pads, a helmet. You might as well just give me a bee suit or one of them, a dog trainer suit, because I'm not getting on one in case if I fall off. I'm not doing it. I have. I ride one, but won't drive one. My brother's dad passed away from a motorcycle accident back in 2010. I think it was like in 2010, a motorcycle accident. I know it was after I had my youngest son. He um he passed away from a motorcycle accident. And after that, I was like, yeah, I ain't getting on one of them things. Too close to home. It's 15 people in the bushes. You know what though? You know how some people like when they have like high numbers in their chat. I don't, because then I probably would have anxiety. Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing, rotting them your whole body out. Yeah, and your body is exposed. You're exposed. You may have a helmet on, but you can break a leg. You could break an arm. You could break your spine. You could decapitate yourself. So it's hard. I'm cool. My oldest daughter just took her motorcycle class last weekend. How much is it to get the motorcycle permit? Is it still $10, Purple? Let me know. If it's still $10, I'll go to PennDOT right now. Well, not right now, but right later, and get me a permit for one. Even though I would never drive one, but it's just the thought of having one. I like having things like that. Like I have my gun permit. Um, I have my driver's license. I just like having different licenses. I have my fishing license, and I don't even fish. I don't even fish. My sister was like, "Why would you get your fishing license? You're not even a part of the gaming commission. You don't even know how to do that. Do you even know how to fish?" I'm like, "No." My kid's uncle passed in 1999, and it took me a long time to ride. Yeah, my brother's dad, his my brother's dad died of a motorcycle accident. I'm not sure which year, but I know my youngest son was already born. If he was just being born or he was born, the price is different per state. Okay, yeah, in Pennsylvania at one point it was $10. I don't know if it went up, but it literally was $10, and they give this little pamphlet type book. Well, good night. I love this. Thank you, Philly. You're welcome. April, I'm about to take it down myself because I gotta get up soon to get my daughter up, and I'm gonna make me some nice breakfast. Well, see, I don't know when I'm gonna go live again because I'm not off until Friday. So I might go live and talk about being the petty and miserable. If not today, tomorrow, before I lay down to take a nap for work. But I would love to see you in the chat. But yeah, you have a good morning. Get some rest. Purple, holler at me on the back end. Good night, everyone that's in the bushes. I hope you enjoyed this conversation for the last 2 hours, I want to say. All right, y'all. Good night.